once more. Don't build your house on the sandy land. Don't build it too near the shore. Well, it might look kind of nice, but you'll have to build it twice, so you'll have to build your house once more.
You better build your house upon a rock. Make a good foundation on a solid spot. Well, the storms may come and go, but the peace of God you will know.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our first celebration of this second half of the spring term. Really lovely to see all of the flowers out, the snowdrops and things, and the daffodils starting to come out around the site as well. And spring is definitely in the air, which is lovely to see. We've had lots of things going on that I want to share with you, lots of good news. First of all, I've got a certificate here to show you for the whole school. You'll know that before the holidays and a couple of classes actually this week have been following through the NSPCC materials about how to keep ourselves safe, safe in the real world and safe online. And we've got a certificate from the NSPCC to recognise our work in that regard. So I'm going to put that on display in the cabinet outside of my classroom, my office here, so that's really good to see. Really important that our school vision there, that we learn how to keep ourselves safe as individuals, and we know how to have those good friendships with other people as well. Now, thinking about both individuals and friendships, we've also got a letter that's come in to school, and I would like to read that to you because this is the kind of letter that I love to receive. It says, "Dear Mr. Thorpe, I just wanted to write to you to say how wonderfully behaved the children are at your school. I volunteered to help at St Mary's Church pancake party along with several others earlier this week, and it was held immediately after school on Shrove Tuesday. We'd been expecting 17 children, but in the end 31 turned up, and almost all of them came in school uniform. There was also a couple of very small children from the preschool, as well as a huge age range of helpers and parents. All of the children from Orgs were amazing. They repeatedly included the tiny ones in everything and tried to let the little ones win rather than win themselves. They were smiling, happy and helpful to everyone throughout, and they kept thanking everyone for everything. The children were a real credit to the school and to their families, and I would like you to tell them just how wonderful they were. At the end of the party, there was an impromptu game of tag in a very confined space, and everyone was able to have great fun because they were being sensible and they allowed the little ones to join in as well, without anyone getting hurt or it ending in tears. All of the adults who were there helping commented on how polite and kind all of the children were, and we all enjoyed volunteering and giving up our time to be there. In short, the children made me proud of our village school, which is obviously teaching them all of the right things. With very best wishes, Mrs. Sloan." So that's a letter from Mrs. Sloan that came in this week, and that is lovely to have letters like that that say that our school values at the top there, kindness, respect, doing the right thing, they're being lived out, not just here in the building, but they're being lived out when we represent the school and in our wider life as well beyond. Now, that's the good news for me. I'm going to hand over to Miss Hodgson, who's going to read to us from the Excellence book, and we'll see if there's some more good news to be had in there too.
Thank you, Mr. Thorpe. And yes, there is plenty of good news in the Excellence book this week, which really makes us very, very happy. So we're starting with ours as always, and we're first of all going to say very well done to Albie for being a responsive chameleon. He sound talked and blended sounds that he knew carefully to read a word. He's also taken time and great care when forming letters in all of his work this week. And Albie came to read his word to me yesterday, and that was brilliant, good news for all of us that Albie's working so hard. Well done. And also very well done to Olivia Kay for being a resilient tortoise. She listened carefully when Year R was segmenting the sounds in their phonics lesson to help them to spell words, and really focused on forming her letters correctly. Great effort, Olivia. And also very well done to Betsy for being a resourceful bee. She created this beautiful crown, thinking carefully about the shape of the top of the crown and what she would use to decorate it. Really great design there, Betsy. Well done to you. And very well done to Olivia B for being a resourceful bee. She drew an alien based on the story You Can't Eat a Princess and labelled it by segmenting the sounds carefully to write the words. She remembered to break down the longer words into chunks before she wrote them. She used a grapheme mat to help her. And this is a fantastic alien, Olivia. Well done to you. And very well done to Josh G for being a resilient tortoise. He also segmented sounds really carefully when labelling his alien and spent time using the grapheme mat to find the digraphs and trigraphs that he needed all by himself. Another fantastic alien and a really super effort. Well done. And moving on to squirrels, year 1. This week Isaac has been chosen for celebration because of his excellent work as a geographer. He was able to identify things out on the field which moved and decide whether they were human or physical features. Very well done, Isaac. And Henry has also been chosen for celebration this week because of his fantastic author work. Year 1 have continued to look at the snail and the whale in preparation for writing a story. And Henry was able to recognise the importance of having a beginning, a middle and an end. Really great work, Henry. Well done to you. And year 2, well done to Fergus for being a fantastic author, writer and reader. Fergus has put lots of effort into his reading and writing recently. Miss Orphan and Mrs. Telfer has been really impressed by his excellent effort and his excellent work. Well done, Fergus. And I've just had a sneaky peek at your wonderful handwriting too. Well done. And William, well done to you for being an amazing historian. William added his own knowledge to Year 2's lesson on significant people and then independently researched Brunel using different sources before teaching Miss Orphan what he had learnt. Very well done, William. And Year 3, well done to Ollie for effective use of adverb in your descriptive sentences about the zoo. Lovely work, Ollie. And well done, Chelsea, for great focus when measuring in centimetres and millimetres. And Skylar, for your effort and progress with your handwriting. And I know you were showing me that yesterday, Skylar. It's very impressive. Well done. And Isaac, well done to you. This was amazing work you did yesterday. Well done for carefully reflecting on the UN right to food and for recording your ideas neatly. Excellent attitude to your learning, Isaac. Well done. Year 4, well done to Tommy for being a brilliant mathematician. You are always ready to learn and to work hard and to challenge yourself. Well done, Tommy. And Jack R for working hard all week, but especially working hard in your mathematician lessons. Jack, you have been determined to improve and you maturely identified a sensible person to work with. Well done, Jack. And George K, well done for being a reflective learner. George participates well in lessons, but he is also really good at listening to the ideas of others. And this helped you to come up with lots of features of adverts in your author-writer lesson. Well done to you, George. And Year 5. Year 5, you had lots of fun on Monday when you were introduced to your new topic, who is trading with whom. You played a trading game in which you had to manufacture shapes to be sold to the bank. Mrs. Turk would like to praise the whole class for your super teamwork, but would particularly like to praise Nathaniel for keeping your cool when you realised that the game wasn't fair. And Jack for your excellent teamwork and your negotiation skills. And Alice for creating accurate shapes without the aid of a pencil. That sounds really exciting. Well done, Year 5. And Year 6, well done to Jessie Lee for your resilience and great knowledge of factors in maths. Erin for your resourcefulness in being an algebraic genius in maths. Ashna for your reflective work in English on a series of unfortunate events. and Chloe for your responsive behaviour, managing friendships and just being lovely. Well done, Chloe. And Lexia this week, very well done to Xavier, Grace, Rose B, Layla D and Jessica F. Well done for your hard work on your reading.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Miss Hodgson, for reading to us from the excellent books about all of the lovely, wonderful work that we've been doing. As I was listening to that, I just thought I would say, I don't often comment particularly because that's Miss Hodgson's job, but Year 5, especially well done to you. I was talking to Mrs. Turk about that trading game the other evening after school, and as many of you know, I used to work in a secondary school, and we used to play that game and do that lesson with our Year 9s. So you've done it 4 years early and have coped with that brilliantly. So very well done to all of you that took part in that game. And it's a really good reflection, isn't it? You know, we learn about justice and we learn about trying to do the right thing because that's really important. But so often trade and things in the world are not fair and are not right. And it's important that we do what we can to address that. And we have things like Fair Trade Fortnight, don't we, as part of our global neighbours, and things that we can do to try and make the world a better place. Now, sorry, I've got out of sync there because I didn't plan on saying all of that. But as you can see, Mr. Stokes is on the screen and we should really be talking about sport. And in fact, Mr. Stokes has sent through a short video which I will play for you now.
Welcome to our cat team competition presentation.
Firstly, we want to say a massive well done to all the children who took part.
All classes took part in their cat team competitions on the last week of term.
So what did everyone learn last term, Bailey?
Key Stage 1 were focusing on gymnastics.
And Key Stage 2 were focusing on hockey.
The scores are in.
In third place, scoring 178 points is Tigers.
And in second place, scoring 205 points is Lions.
And the winners scoring 215 points is Leopards.
And a massive well done to the Team Jaguars who scored 169 points.
Well done, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Sports Prefects, for sharing with us the results of that competition. Now, we do have some team point certificates to give out. I've got a selection here, which I'll bring down to you shortly. We have silver, that's 125 team points this academic year, so since September. And that is for Erin P, Jack W, Max B, Luke G, and Charlotte H. Well done to all of you. And we have one gold award here, which is 225 team points. That's a silver award's already been achieved, and another 100 team points on top, so almost double the points there. And that is to Ella H. Very well done to you. Now, we've kept talking about good news because this week in our collective worships we've been thinking about good news, and we've got a quote to finish with. This is from a lady called Anne Frank, who some of you will have studied, no doubt, and know a little bit about. She was in World War II and was in hiding for a great deal of time. And from her place in hiding to keep herself safe, she said, everyone has good news inside of them. And that good news can be how much you can love other people, what you can accomplish, what you can achieve, and what your potential is. It reminds us, doesn't it, that even when things are difficult, even when there's conflict, even when things don't seem to be going well, each of us has got potential of what we can achieve. And it's been wonderful to see some of those achievements in our celebration today. So I'm going to say a prayer, and if you would like to join in with that, please close your eyes and add your amen at the end, and then after that we will have a song to finish with. Dear God, thank you for the quote on the screen. Thank you for all of the wonderful things that we've each got the potential to achieve. Thank you for the wonderful things we've been able to celebrate this week in celebration, and for the good news we've been able to share. Please help us to fulfill our potential to be the best that we can be, and to help make the world a better place. Amen.